everybody. We are welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Starborn Feline here. We are picking up with a new game today, so I'm proud to say we are finally playing. Finally playing Refantazio. Let's see. Did do it in Japanese, but let's just keep it in English for now, and then we may switch this later. Yeah, Refantazio, metaphor. Let's see. So I managed to get this game a little bit after it came out. I actually got lucky, got a pre-order bonus still, so that's good. Let's see, that's fine. What? No, this game. It says until it's barely visible, but like with this game, you guys gonna I believe want to raise the brightness just a little bit actually, to make things really pop. Let's see. Okay, use auto save. That's good to know. So, for those who don't know, this is actually one of the newest games from Atlus. They made Persona. They made, I believe, Danganronpa, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, but all in all, they just make a bunch of really good games. And so this actually was them trying to experiment a little bit. So they took the Persona formula, but also added a little bit of their real-time action games, such as Strikers, and I believe they did a Dynasty Warrior-esque game once. Not besides Strikers, but I could be wrong. But yeah, this is the type of game that if you enjoy Persona, you'll probably enjoy as well. I played a few of the Persona games before. I haven't had a chance to pick up the most recent Persona 5 Royal release and all that. I might play later down the line if there's enough man for it. But anyway, let's just see what goes on here, shall we?
I trust this will suffice. God smiles upon the generous. Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh. That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Okay, sorry about that. Checking my phone real quick. Anyway, so yeah, we have our big bad there, and then let me read the. Here we go. I'm reading the game audio just a little bit so that we're clearly. Yeah, so we have our big bad now. Obviously just game over the king. But anyway, let's see here. New game. So yeah, I've not touched this game at all. I saw a little bit of a few let's plays across different channels. I try not to go too far. I only went into a little bit of the first like proper dungeon outside the tutorial, but that's about it. For those who don't know,
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
okay, so real quickly before we proceed, I do want to make one thing clear. I do plan to use a bit of a guide for this one, just because with Atlus games, there's usually a true or best ending you want to try and aim for. But it's usually locked behind a couple of requirements. For pro games, you usually just need to max a certain number of bonds or a very specific bond anyway to get it. I'm not sure what it would be for Refantazio, so I'm going to try and use a guide to try and get like the best possible ending. Feel free to follow along, and I will try to link that guide in the description below. That way you guys can use that as well if you don't want to listen to me play, but you want to play the game yourself. I would really recommend it. I've seen the reviews. This game is incredible, and just from what I've seen on the gameplay side of like those few let's plays, it is really worth it. All right, let me just mute myself, and then we'll let this cutscene play out.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. One who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Okay, let's see here. So, from what I recall, there's actually a specific name for the character. Funnily enough, in this case, it does change a little bit depending on region. For America, I believe the name is going to be William. So that's what I am going to go with.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Honestly, not always. I say this because, understand, for the longest time, we thought many things were impossible. The ability for a man to fly, to visit the deepest depths of the ocean, things like that. We've made what was once considered a fantasy fairy tale into reality, and we've explored places beyond what our ancestors could have thought of. So I'm gonna honestly say not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Okay, so we're just gonna start things off on normal. Like, this is my first playthrough ever of this game. I don't know what to expect fully. I feel like I've seen a bit of the gameplay, but nothing too in depth. So let's see here. What is storyteller? Players who want to focus on the story, possible snow thread. Let's just have some stakes, and then if there's enough demand, I may come back to this game later on a harder setting. But until then, Let's just start things off with normal, because that is usually how the game was intended to play, and then they'll add other settings for other people.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them. Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories. To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Okay, so I hadn't realized.
This place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Okay, sorry. So really quickly, I was saying, I didn't realize I was talking about the whole thing with the difficult setting. I chose the normal because, like, I imagine that's how the original developers intended the game to be played. If there's enough demand, I might come back to the game later on a harder setting. But anyway, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna act like I haven't seen this part before. So, what mission?
What mission?
Come on, this is no time for jokes. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Okay. I'm hoping my mic isn't picking up the volume from my TV because, like, it is a little, like, it's not super loud, but, like,
Think we'll make it?
I don't want to have, like, an echo going on when I don't need it. Okay. I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. L to move, R to, well, move to dash, O to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions can be performed, and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the menu map to see which way you go. Use the main menu button to view tutorial. Sorry, you can view tutorial seen before in the main menu.
Let's go. Stop!
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Alright, sorry, that was my alarm. Anyway. Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they noticed us yet, though. Hold on. L2 is to use face sight, the ability to see what Glacier sees in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it'll show up as unknown. Prepare as best as you can.
Okay.
Oh. So yeah, I've seen people fight. We can actually technically beat these, but... That's a... Oh dear! I didn't think I would be able to move cat up that fast.
Come and get me.
Oh, thank God. Where did I go?
They look pretty tough. Careful now.
Oh!
Not to nag, but your health is pretty low.
Yeah, so that's also why you go and fight these things, cause like...
Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful.
This way?
They look pretty tough. Careful now. Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads. They look pretty tough. Careful now.
Ooh. Oh, there you go, made it. I'll admit I didn't expect to see that, and I didn't know there was a... I've never seen that there was a manticore there. Okay, so I'm gonna mute myself in this shit. Or, well, let the...
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory, please.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music playing directly in your mind. The effect of Galatian magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
That's cool. Actually, there's an interesting... I won't quite call it a trope. Oh, hey, look!
Over there!
That's the road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trade is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try and stay out of sight.
Got a sec?
Anyway, what was I saying? There's actually an interesting trope. Well, I wouldn't quite call it a trope.
Everything's pretty standard.
But there's an interesting idea in certain medias that things like song, dance, prayer, etc.
I don't like this.
Hey, nothing venture, nothing gain, right?
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Thankfully, it seems that the ribs do give a little bit of cover. So, as long as we're not too crazy,
Stay
should be
vigilant.
okay.
These ones aren't messing around.
That's bad.
Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
A great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish, come forth for thy epoch of glory. Dang it.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even. The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit you're lost and ask me for advice. Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure what to do, press triangle. Clicker will always have good ideas, or so she thinks. Press up in save here to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
Okay, let's get that done right now. Let's get that first save going. So we can have that done just in case something goes wrong. Because things always go wrong. This is an... Oh, hello.
Come on, fish.
Oh, it's an eld. Why is one of your kind here in Grand Trade? I have business here? Silence. Sanctums teach us that the elves are an evil tribe that defy the teachings. So get back. Stay away from you, fiend. Devilish magic, she says. You're so magical. I thought you'd have so hard life. She's advocating, but let's not cause a scene. Ooh, she has a portrait. Shady one.
Let's go see.
You don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down the main street and you should find recruitment center. Okay, in just a second. Just want to explore a little bit. Sheesh.
Hey!
Up ahead is Sunshade Rose. Before we saw the gals and those beggars. Let's not go there without good reason. Okay. Alright, that's fair. So that's basically the slums of the game. Ooh, this is a main character of hers, saw one. An eld, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, not trying to be rude, just mind yourself and say that friendly to us inferiors. Appreciate the advice. Yeah, be careful, or they'll look at you too, just like us pyrops. I can't tell, are those supposed to be rabbit ears or horse ears? Like, they don't quite look like rabbit ears, or I could be wrong. I think those are like fennec fox ears. Whatever, the model. So one of the good things, and I think this is something that Atlus takes advantage of, is actually their games actually don't use the highest poly count, for those who don't know where. And just again, so I'm not going to talk down if it sounds like I am, I apologize, but the idea of a poly count is basically just how many like digital pieces are used in a particular item in a game or a movie. So when you see games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us, etc., they're using a really high poly count to try and get as much of a realistic effect as they possibly can. How this actually goes in the opposite direction and uses a low poly count. So funnily enough, that actually means their games end up lasting longer or looking better because it doesn't age quite as quickly as, say, something with a high poly count. Typically in a few years, if not in within like 1 to 2 years, you'll just see how aged a high-end game will look. As even now, people are still talking about like how bad the original Horizon Zero Dawn looks. Like, how the characters look off, the teeth look off, etc. You get that uncanny valley feeling.
You little bastard, you.
Imbecile of a driver! How long will this take? Can't help but notice we passed the recruitment center back there. I beg a register for the armor faster than this carriage can exit the city, so hurry it up before I put a bounty on your horse's head. No, sir. Please have patience. The royal funeral approaching. Foot traffic's at all-time high. Okay. Yeah. But you also notice something here, so...
The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
What is a magic igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
See, there's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease.
A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
Okay. No thanks. I know how those stories.
What a shame.
How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with?
I was gonna say I know how these sales pitches goes. It's a tourist trap. They say like buy our knowledge item as remembrance for your trip here, and usually it's an overpriced thing that you gotta get off like online for like $5. That's how they get you every time.
You've really never heard of it? Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Sorry, I'm trying to multitask. I'm doing something on the side here to run around, but also to record these videos. Let's see. I won't be staying long.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Let's head there.
This is a joy!
Then like magical associating igniters have to be so damn expensive. Though I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint about the shop owner, you know, like I did with the exchange earlier. The shop owned by Bridget Lycan. I heard she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her. I joined her because I was looking for Lord Louise, but now I get my arm handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gone down to? Sorry, what's the army going to do now? We won't find any recruit. What the heck? Oh, it does time out. That's a weird feature. On the recruitment place, go down the street towards the center cathedral, and it'll be the building on the left. Oh, you think you're better than the grime and sunshine road you crawled out of? You're in for a rude welcome, boy.
Give it a fold, I say. Who else could it be?
Let's see. Trade? It's missing E at the end, so. I was hoping you'd be blending in the crowd, no one would notice, but you're an eld. But you'll here have sharper eyes than I thought. I don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but you do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but for the sake of mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we were looking for should be just ahead.
What are you playing at?
The Majesty Royal Bloodline is completely... Oh, if yours got the city full of busting, think we'll try to profit?
You there?
Young man, may I interest you in shopwares? There's no ordinary mystery shop. Actually, in the middle of something. We got something to do with the recruitment center. Recruitment center, if you're lost, it's a large building down the street to the left. Stop by when you have time. I'm busy all the time, so if you're in the area, do stop by.
I'm out of ideas.
Okay, let's just head straight into it. Oh, I think this is it. Yes, this is it.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
Okay, so let's see. I need the money. I'm an orphan after all.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Okay, so this actually does have a little bit of an effect. This actually will affect some of your stats early on. It's not the worst thing in the world, but this is actually something I want to bring up, and this is probably where most people are going to be. Most longtime American Atlus fans are going to be clutching their pearls probably, but I actually plan to do something a bit different. I plan to make a hybrid build. Okay, and hopefully I remember to do this, but if you hear a dramatic dramatic ping or sting or screams, hopefully editing me remember to do that. You'll understand why in a little bit, but the way this games work is unlike other traditional games, you actually are meant to try and combine different stats and switch out character abilities as you go. And so you actually don't want to focus too much on one particular stat. You can hyper specialize. That's not the worst thing in the world to do, but this game actually kind of encourages you to spread out a little bit. So I plan to go for this run, I plan to focus mainly on magic, with a little bit invested in speed and strength. So I can actually, speed, so I can actually, do stuff early on in a turn, and then strength. So if it ever does come down to me having to use physical attacks, I'm not hitting like paper plate.
I've got a sharp mind.
Yes, you and every unschooled troglodyte. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Oh, this is where we... Okay, I feel dumb. I don't know why I thought earlier was where we put in the...
I don't know why earlier is where I thought we would put in the character's name. That was our name.
You know your letters, do you?
We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next!
Okay. Let's see. Unmotivated man. You're so young. Are you listening to? I'm gonna trust you if you don't have money or a job. Re makes the world go around, as it were. If you want a magic igniter, join the queue. Cutting only is gonna get you chewed out. Yes, I. Blasted, I came to enlist because I heard you make quick leave here, but we make you work on creepy Elda. Where'd you hear that? God, on scriptures that were. Guess you can't expect an Elda to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like this could just be a waste of energy. Okay. Oh, it's this guy again. You listed as well. Line starts behind me, or if so, or something you needed. Are you really a noble? I take it you heard my interview. Yeah, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but from the countryside, son of a lord. My family has no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I volunteered to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Foolish or not. Okay. Let's just join the queue and go from there.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? It's something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Thanks for his neck. It's apparently a magic igniter. Captain who spoke earlier had one too. Must have gone many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Yeah, I'm...
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still, the prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Can it wait till tomorrow?
Come on. Just a little peek. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic. No tribal conflict. And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Okay, so this is actually something I want to mention real quickly. Yeah, let's save real quick. So this is actually something I want to mention. It's just how unfair this world is. So obviously, depending on what tribe you belong to, your race, you are seen differently. So this is something, it's an exaggeration, but it's meant to reflect real life, and that depending where you are in the world, where you're from, you'll be treated differently depending where you're existing in.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me. I won't give up either. Trust me.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
Okay, you can view information about your surroundings in the world map using L. Highlight locations you want to learn about by pressing X. So
This place here.
let's see. So this is where we want to go.
Hey, don't forget.
No Born Fort. This is where our contact should be. So hopefully we can find him quickly.
Okay then.
All we need to now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's interesting. It tells the tale of a world with no Magla arts. A peaceful one.
A world with no Magla arts would be better, would it? I admit, I'm intrigued. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me straight out. You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone, help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen, stay on guard. It's too...
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor master's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear, fight with pride, and we'll all have medals this time tomorrow!
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go!
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a Fairy, did you catch it yourself?
Fairy. I didn't see a fairy.
Are you really trying to play that card now? He just saw you talking to me. And I have a name, you know. If you're gonna call me anything, call me Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
Okay, so if you didn't know you were supposed to dislike that big guy, you now know we're supposed to dislike the big guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's my guess. So how are we gonna find him? You were with such purpose. What was that you're talking about? You said something about your ally?
Actually,
It's nothing. I'm just worried about the soldiers inside.
I see.
Well, whatever. That case situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Through the castle gates. Okay. Dang it. We are pushing for we are well past time here, and I didn't need to start wrapping this up, but it's not giving me a save option. And I don't want to cut off like right in the middle of the recording either. So I guess we just keep going until we hit. Then we can hopefully find us. Ooh.
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charging! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors. Oh. Damn it.
oh,
Hurry.
No time to waste. If we look, we may find someone still drawing breath. Okay, let's see. What's over this way? Okay, we got an item here.
it's useful. I say grab it.
Okay, we got medicine. That's good. Try to explore a little bit before. Before we head on down to. Well, it looks like almost certain doom. So much tomato sauce everywhere. No, not one of them is breathing. Damn, we're too late. But there might be others. Let's keep searching. What's a goblin cleaner when you need one? Anyone know that game? Oh! Get back. We got company.
What?
What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that moss from earlier. Small, but it's not a human too. Looks like we're gonna have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
So only one hope right now is for us to join forces and strike us one. Do you not agree? Okay. I'm glad you still have your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through with this.
Got it?
Okay. Looks like we don't stand a chance. Sorry. Looks like we don't stand a chance that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it as we work together. Work and plan together.
It, please.
Understand? To us, work as one. I'll trust you, your judgment on time of the attack. Press triangle, squad battle alongside your allies. Press triangle anytime, but if you use the square button to stun an enemy first, you'll start a battle with an advantage. Send the offensive contingent attack with square to play the break gauge, appears next to them, eventually stunning them.
We can't get sloppy. I fight for my own justice.
Okay. In squad battles, press square to attack with the equipped weapon, press triangle to use skills which consume MP. For range action will expend turn icons. Okay, so this is the Atlus bread and butter.
Fire! Burn to us, die hard!
Ow!
A tough one.
There we go.
Let's hurry on.
No spoils. A little bit of XP, that's good.
I think we got them all. Right.
Yeah, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, and that's all I can ask for. Let's push forward while we still can. Okay. Let's go down this way. We want to just take a peek. Is there anything? God!
Now's our chance.
And we send to flying. When engaging in squad battle against stun enemy, one party member will perform an advantage initiated attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of their battle. Be sure to take advantage of this.
Burn to us! Wrap this up! That'll do.
Okay, stunned.
Only one left. Finish them off and we're clear.
I won't hold back.
Reach fire.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Okay, we got a little bit of bonus for taking no damage, so that's good. And we leveled up. There you go. So we get one set bonus right away, and then we'll get something else in. Then we can assign another one. So
I think we're in the clear.
I'm trying to try and keep things placed. I'm gonna focus mainly on magic, but I plan to try and keep attack agility relatively close to something similar. Oh right, we can use square to break stuff. An enemy there. Okay, we can probably. There we go. I almost completely missed them too. Legacy sword, and we got it with a crit, so nice.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
I think we're in the clear.
Yeah. And so, I guess I want to explain my thought process a little bit onto why I want to build my character the way I do. So, a lot of the characters, from my understanding, the character's main abilities are going to be very magic focused. Since a lot of enemies do tend to have some kind of are going to have some kind of what's it called? Some kind of weakness related to elements. Occasionally physical, but more than often there's going to be some kind of elemental weakness. So putting a bit more emphasis on magic is going to be a better way to go, and to get more because it'll give you more opportunities to do not only do more damage, but also get more let's see. I know they should be selling in here, but no, there's not. Okay, we got everything we could here. Let's just head back out. So, like I said, with the element attacks, you get more press turns, plus you heal, and when you put focus on magic, you get more, get a better chance of getting, a better opportunity to, what's the word, do more damage, and get more press turns. Jeez, I'm repeating myself. But yeah, that's, hold it.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it's bosses, it could get nasty. We had the element of surprise. We need to catch it off guard. Let's strike it now. If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen using square, the chance that the enemy tower break will deplete for 1.
Okay?
Yeah, we just been doing that the last few turns. There you go. I don't know why he just jump straight into a battle.
The power of... Not done yet.
Okay, let's get bonus. We get.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
There.
That's fine.
Medical herb. I'll take that. You can never stock up. You never have enough healing items, and we are gonna want to have those for a later purpose.
Look.
This battle's ours. This could be our chance to go.
This is 1, so we'll just melee it down. There you go.
Even easier than expected. That was the last of them.
He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. Hilda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in bad enough spot without you making it worse. Monster, was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows your people. Of course, this is how it ends. Damn it all to bloody hell. Soldier has appeared, and he passed.
Run.
You're so young, fresh recruit. Get away from here now. Things ahead. Still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late, the monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing.
Damn it!
Damn, Elda, I knew this fort was cursed. That's why your horrors attacked. Calm down, it's not his fault the humans appeared. You must know that, surely. But everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it. Hold on.
Wait.
You...
Are you perhaps searching for someone?
I get it now.
I thought much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell the truth...
What?
Cry from earlier?
Was that?
Sounds like it came from the top of the tower. Maybe there's still soldiers fighting there. We'll handle personal matters later. Rescue any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
Okay, so I don't want to go that way just yet. I just thought this was like a side room. Let's see. Okay.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
Okay, it's just an item here, but got that thing there. We got. Oh. Again, I don't know why he doesn't just like let us do straight up combat. Well, whatever. Easy enough.
There's no way I'm stopping that at all.
Okay. Got that at 10. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm just trying to get Trinks up to 5. And then over there. So I'm gonna maybe try to keep my stats within about roughly 5-point difference of each other. And then once I max out certain stats as I go, like magic probably the first I max out, I'll try to max out agility next, then strength, and then just go from there. Again, this is the way I'm doing it for this playthrough. Choose how we want.
Here we go.
Oh, dang it.
Let's do this.
I didn't think it was. I thought that was an I don't know why you did that.
I won't hold back. Let's go. Fire.
One charbroiled egg.
We did it.
Let's see. That's one charbroiled egg. up and running.
Push through! Okay. Let's give this all we've got. Settle this quick. Still here? One left!
One down.
If I say so myself.
There you go. So the good thing about bringing Sun Gauge is we at least get one turn of like enemies not being able to do anything.
We made short work of them.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
Medicine. Let's see here. There's a dog around, but where? This is a power effect. I thought there was an item there for a second. Coin. I believe that's a sellable item.
This battle's ours. Let's go.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh? Don't let your guard down. There's more of them.
Push through.
You think it would have? You think it would? I thought they would have gotten both of them in one go, but I guess not. Use sword. That's a critical. Nice. I'll take that.
I think I'm getting used to this.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert.
To make sure, like, nothing on the corner that's gonna try and get me. Because sometimes the games love to do that.
A tough one.
Burn to us. Wrap this up.
Good one, Strong.
Only one left. Finish them off. We're clear.
There you go. Not sure why the other one had a little bit more health, but whatever. That or just roll a little bit low.
This is our chance.
I didn't realize there was a tooth there.
I won't hold back. Burn. There's no way I'm stopping here.
Whew. That should do it.
Magia pills. So that's our MP restore button, I believe. Okay, so that should be everything here in this area. So let's just head on up and hopefully find a save point soon. Because again, this video has gone way longer than I expected it would. I thought maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour at most, but still we're almost heading. We're at like an hour 20 at this point. What if it's just up ahead? Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts that there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not be enough to save one at this point. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do that if it's possible for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be a noble that runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time, and you plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you've found whoever it is you're searching for. I'm not gonna let you die up there. I'm not gonna let you die up there. Dude, you've been nothing but a pro so far, so. I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you're worrying more for others than yourself. For now, I'll never deliver the message that the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Now then, lend me your strength. Save point? Yes? No? Maybe?
What do you think?
This feeling, I knew it. Human from is up there. What should we do? Let's go.
Yep.
Try not to do anything rash, okay?
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
We can't let it get away with this! We have to hold it off somehow! Damned humans! It was all because of them!
We'll just have to make it work!
Okay, let's see here.
Vile monster! You're mine!
The power of fire!
That didn't do anything.
Oh, please!
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this!
I won't hold back! Burn! Burn to ash!
Ow! That hurts.
How is it this strong?
What more can I do? This is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't let him die in a place like this. And yet...
I'll distract it. You two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
Wasn't enough.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run before it...
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Scour!
All right, that did the trick.
What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of igniter. Okay, we can take a
Are
hit
you
now.
okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks?
Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you hit one of these weaknesses, the word weak will display. Hitting opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half.
Looks like it mainly attacks with the head wings and blade feet. We can target those.
Wind!
That's it! Stay on!
There you
I will
go.
fight with Vitus power. Scour! Push through!
We've got to hit the other spots
Ooh.
too.
There you go. We broke the leg.
Come forth, royal soul.
So right now, no shame in holding back on me.
Wait, what? It's healing?
It's only doing like 6 damage right now. It's not a big deal, but
Eating
still.
its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna kick. I can't believe it's
Let's go.
body.
Honestly, this is a really good
Can you
tutorial
knock
fight.
those apples off?
Wait, we can target Wing?
Hold on.
Okay, that didn't do much. I just want to see.
I won't hold back.
Nope.
Win.
You hit their weakness.
The freak Vitus power. Scour. Alright, how's that?
If we don't take out those apple things, you know, maybe there's something I can do.
Having Galactus knock down apples to keep him healing?
Understood. Leave it to me.
Hey!
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
Seeker. Win.
There you go. I'm curious if breaking those hearts actually did anything besides just beginning his attack. Like if you get any bonuses for them.
Come forth, royal soul.
If Rest is saying more magic build, I mean I'm doing more damage via magic. So I'm not gonna worry too much about physical attack until I run out of MP. So that doesn't appear to be the case. That doesn't appear it's gonna happen for a while.
Vitus power. Still up?
Decided. And that's a cool little feature. So this is actually a fun little tutorial boss because it shows you one, then you start to have multiple weaknesses that you can work with, as well as multiple points you can focus on. 2, certain characters may have a chance to aid you in the fight and turn the fight in your favor. So that's just something you want to be careful of. Like, usually what I recommend is, if this is anything like Persona 5, keep your newest character on your team for that respective dungeon. Oh, Gordiel's apple, nice. And you may get certain interesting dialogue. Not always, but who knows.
Okay.
4, rank up,
I'll strive
perfect.
for greater heights.
Please, let's see. 1.2 strength. Agility's good, so after that I'm just gonna focus on magic for the next little bit.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, oi, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, This is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question? About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, then this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Okay. Quest: save the prince from death's curse. We must save the prince by defeating Luis Guanbaran, the treacherous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king. Unknown deadline and a... Let's see, what is that? That is... 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7 out of 10 difficulty. Ooh, that's really high.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Okay.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favour behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays saviour. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
If I actually keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Hold on. Insignificant strange lights. We obtained a golden beetle. Wait. Let's see. What's the power in you, I wonder? Garrus seems to know something about it. Well, hey, I say use it or lose it. That said, let's take a rest of the day. Okay, I want to talk to someone else. Hold on. So, before we start that, I just want to explore here a little bit. Because typically from what I've seen, people just go straight into, the next cutscene, because I don't think I even realized there was something in here, or at least not, it isn't like really big knowledge. So, we just found a key item, golden beetle. I don't know what that's for, but hey. It is something. Maybe it's just a high-end syllable, I don't know, but who knows. But nope, nothing else to find here. Let's just talk with the crew and then we'll go on from there. You've done a fine job delivering the message, lad. Finally time for us to check for His Highness. You want to ask about the power, don't you?
Huh?
I had a question for my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family before you infiltrated the army. Who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness's Prince Tutor in swordplay. Night of the attack, I was there. Truly? It's incredible. Never in all my life have witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not the igniters were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion besides. incredible. If only I had the kind of power back then. Apologies, just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for the both of us. Let's get some rest. Okay, now let's get some rest. God, I'm poop.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
The ground makes a poor bed.
Well, you're just gonna have to rough it until we're back to the capital. I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you. But as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading. If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames, but it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Well, hello. Nice to meet you. I've been waiting. And now you've acquired a most interesting power. You truly are an intriguing one. Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you. My name is Moore, and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place. It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls, until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magna within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend, what I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship? Okay. The bargain is struck then.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker. Okay. This is the first of your followers, people that support you in the quest, steadfast allies that you can grow close to. Strengthening your bonds with the followers will lead you to unlock various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget. One wrong move, and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
They're called. Hold on. Sorry. They're called the Northern Mines. Apparently, going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case,
these roads should take us to the Grand Trad.
All right.
All right. Excuse me. We check for the way around. Next stop, Grand Trad.
Here's where we are. Let's see.
This place here.
Here's where we are now.
This place here.
Okay, so it's a really big map, so we actually gotta see a lot. I want to see what's in these islands. I'm always love the like beach and island setting sort of places. Okay, so I'm gonna.
Don't let your guard down.
Oh, we're going through. Okay. So I'm going to call it here for now. This has been an awkward spot to cut it off, but hopefully it did autosave. If not, I'll just play through what I need to until I get back to this point, and then we'll go from here. Hopefully I'm not losing too much. Mind you, this does have autosave, so let's just see, okay? Until then, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified new videos when they come out, and share this content with people you think might enjoy it, or just need a bit of background noise in life. But until then, comment down below. Did you ever play Refantazio? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What was your way of playing the game? I'm curious to hear. But until then, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind, try creating tomorrow, and I'll see y'all next video. Until then, it's been Starborn Feline saying have a good day, evening, whatever time it is for y'all, and goodbye.